You can let them in if you want. I mean.
No.
We're live. We're a little bit late.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry, folks. We'll let a few people pop on before we go wild. Oh, man, it's going quick. 16, 17, 19, 20. What's up, you guys? I'm here with my buddy Tim. We just happened to be in the same place at the same time today, so I caught him for this Asking Friends. I say 10, but it goes a lot longer.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So I'm super excited to catch Tim for this quick little, questionnaire. He's one of my dearest friends. I've known him over a decade, and I'm going to put him through the ringer with these little questionnaire. So we're in his, we're live on set in his amazing studio, and I'm going to click it over to Tim. Sure it's the right frame. Oh, yeah, that's a nice frame.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Tim.
Hey.
You're live.
I feel like Dr. Nick. Hi, everybody.
So we're in Tim's studio. He has professional lighting, of course. Franco says hi.
Yeah.
Rusty says hi. Okay, so I'm gonna give you these 10 questions. They kind of go sporadically, and then after I let because people can text and hold on. See, people can write in while I'm videoing.
Oh, killer.
So they can say shit to us.
Oh, that's fun.
So at the end, I'll let people ask a couple questions if.
Cool. Yeah, for sure.
So this is Tim's first experience with Periscope, and my probably 20th, but my 4th Asking Friends of my series. So Franco's a nice book collection.
Yeah, dude. This is half of it. The other half is in the living room. These are the ones I go to most.
And do you have some at your shop too? Because it's hard to which ones do I keep at home? Which ones do I put in my shop?
Well, you know what? Eric's book collection is still at the shop, so that's like a really old collection. There's some gnarly ones in there, yeah, with no ISBN numbers, that type of shit. But sometimes I'm at the shop and I wish I had a book that's here and vice versa.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's hard to keep. I mean, these things are just gold.
Dude, totally. Are you kidding me? Look at this one. I found it in a New York swap meet. This thing's like from 18-something, and there's like the raddest scenes on Earth in here.
Oh, man. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to ask some of these questions, and then when I'm done, you guys can ask Tim a few if you got some. All right, Tim. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm going to start with what I start with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's what did you want to be when you were young?
Artist, always.
Nice.
I never wanted to be anything else but an artist. As soon as I could hold a pencil and even acknowledge and be able to answer the question, what do you want to be grow up? I said an artist.
Yeah.
Like my father.
Yeah. Okay.
It's crazy. That's really all I wanted to do.
Shot.
I didn't know I wanted to be a tattoo artist, but I wanted to be an artist for sure.
And you are.
Thank you.
Okay, so I kind of cut these questions short and I go to the next one.
Sure.
Just because I like to try to keep it under 20 minutes. It's hard. But
yeah.
So if I don't dwell on your answer, it's because I'm just
I'll be concise as possible.
You don't have to be, but I'm just letting you know why
I don't get my feelings hurt.
So the next question is what are you afraid of?
Being misunderstood. But I'll be honest, the only time I've ever truly known fear in my entire life. I've been nervous. I've been nervous to get into fights because there's fights I knew I wasn't going to win. I've been nervous. I've been shot at. But I'll tell you, the only time I was ever truly scared in my entire life was before my back surgery.
Wow.
That's the only time I ever knew fear my whole life. And not because, man, it's like going all in on the poker table of life. I took my life savings, everything, and went all in with my family, my wife and kid behind me, and risked paralyzation, partial paralysis, death, and not being fixed. So I could go all in and then leave the poker table with still a fucked up back and not be able to make the money back. Yeah. So I went all in. Best case scenario, you don't even get the money back. You just walk away with a new back and get to start over.
Yeah.
That was the only time I ever knew fear in my entire life. I actually felt fear.
Wow.
It was gnarly.
First time.
First time.
First real fear.
First real fear, yeah, for sure. Wow. It was heavy.
Well, I'm glad you made it through.
I know, right?
I'm glad you made it through because I needed to follow you not too long behind. Okay, next question. What do you love about yourself?
Oh my God. That I don't have much fear. That I was raised with humble beginnings. That I got to know I got to know what it's like to not have much, to be able to appreciate having a Forerunner and a Harley that I used to have, and a lowrider, and a really nice pair of shoes.
Yeah, I like that. I definitely, I feel like if you're always with money, then you don't have the perspective. And when you kind of struggle and then kind of not even make it rich, but like be able to buy yourself a nice pair of shoes or a Forerunner. Yeah. Like you really get to have the value. You know the value of it. Totally. And appreciate the value of it. So.
Totally, man.
I love that.
Yeah, it's the best feeling.
Yeah, that's good. So that's what you love about yourself. What don't you like about yourself?
Oh man, that could take all night. So many shortcomings. What could be you know what? I don't like that I've been so desensitized through my life to a lot of bad shit that I've been through or been around or been exposed to, that sometimes I take things way too far at the dinner table amongst a bunch of people somewhere, and I realize when Liz is grabbing my knee that I've taken things way too far. Like I just went way too far with that Baby Ray story around her family. Oh, you know what I mean? Like I really hate that I just always kind of freak people out and talk too much.
Wow. I think all things considered, living in a tattoo shop for the last 25 years, you have a great switch on and off. Yeah. So once in a while it goes over the top. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Once in a while it goes way over the top. Yeah. Well, I talk way too much.
That's only your internal voice, because I think everyone loves hearing you talk, including myself.
Yeah. Well, that's good, because I do a lot of it.
Okay. On to the next question. Which house would you belong to in the Game of Thrones?
Oh man, that's a heavy one. Shit. I don't know.
Tough one, huh?
Yeah, man, that's a hard one. I hate to say Lannister, because I feel like I would have been a Lannister, but I would have been like, I would have like walked away from it. I would have been like, I can't agree with a lot of what's going on with my family. And I would have like exiled, you know what I mean? And like walked the land for 10 years and learned like how to be a better swordsman. That's what, if I could, in a perfect Game of Thrones world, that's, I think, where I would go.
It was like 10 people going, Stark.
Yeah, totally. Well, you know, I mean.
Brian said Stark, and then my other friend Brian said Targaryen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course I would want to say Stark, but I feel like, you know, you got to start like fucked up maybe, and then like... Yeah.
Stark's like the pure, clear answer of like good versus evil, kind of.
Yeah, totally.
Know? So there's a deeper answer. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
You're not picking Bush family, you know.
I won't judge you.
Thanks.
Okay. If you get a new tattoo, what would it be?
If I get a new tattoo, what would it be? My wife's portrait, but she's not on Periscope, so she'll probably never see this, and nobody tell her.
If she doesn't hear.
She might be listening.
If her ears to the door, maybe, I don't know.
But if I did, she would never know until it was totally healed, and then she would see it and it'd blow her mind. And I'd like to get my son's name, but I'm debating whether or not to get it on the neck, because his name is Trip Casper Hendricks, and having Trip Casper blasted on your neck is kind of gnarly. Yeah. And I like the fact that I breeze right through customs in every airport.
Yeah, that's something I realized as I've gotten older. I never thought I'd travel so much, and I think if I could tell myself 10 years ago, like, hey, maybe don't get the neck and face and the gold tooth, because you're going to travel a little bit, and it'll be easier and smoother.
Yeah, it's heavy, right?
Yeah, but luckily I haven't had any problems. I mean, I have kind eyes, they tell me, so I don't have as much issue when I go through.
Yeah. Chuko, when we went to London, he put his hat down right here to cover this one, and then he put his headphones on to cover his neck, and the guy started questioning him, and then we were looking at him, and he was looking at me, and the guy goes, "Are you with this couple?" And we had our kid, you know. He's like, "Yeah, I'm with them," and he's all right, get out of here.
Hey, sometimes the overcompensation, like, they got to see right through that.
Yeah, they do.
But it's like, what do? You can still kind of hide it a little bit, but you're like, this guy's fucking mad.
Yeah, they're looking for other stuff.
All right, cool. Okay, next question. Seinfeld or Friends?
Seinfeld.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean...
Friends is good.
Yeah,
Smelly Cats all the way. But Seinfeld, come on.
Friends is a different generation.
I was watching Seinfeld last night.
Yeah. It's good. I love it. Okay, now we're flipping the question to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
What's a appropriate age for a child to have an iPhone or an iPad or a tablet, in your opinion?
That's a tough one, man. I think that, it all depends on the child, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I have friends that put their kid in their car seat and they just hang out or fall asleep every time. Trip screamed his head off the entire drive from the moment we put him in a car seat. If we put an iPad in front of him, stop screaming and relax and watched it. So we would put cool educational stuff. You know what I mean? Like, now we put all kinds of other stuff, but I think it all depends on the parent, the kid, and every situation. Go with what my mom said. My mom looked at me and said, do whatever it takes to survive. Don't listen to anyone else.
Yeah.
And, we turned out okay, so.
Yeah. I think that's been primarily the consensus, like case by case. You know?
Yeah. When you actually buy them their own cell phone, who knows? You know what I mean? It depends on the kid. My friend, one of my best friends, Ryan, he cusses around his kids. He never stopped the whole cussing thing, and they don't cuss at all. They know that's for adults, So some kids just, if they get an iPhone, they're going to go directly on porn. You know what I mean? And some kids know, like, I'm not allowed to be there. That's not where I'm supposed to go. Yeah. My dad told me not to. So you never know.
Yeah, case by case a lot.
Totally.
What works for you.
Yeah, no correct answer for that one.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Are you afraid to cry?
No, not at all. I stubbed my toe earlier. I cried for 2 hours.
Okay, well that
it depends on where and when, of course. But yes, ever since I stopped doing drugs, the emotions just flow right out of me when I'm watching a film with my wife.
Okay, here's another random question for you. Would you rather eat lunch with the late Joan Rivers or Donald Trump?
The late Joan Rivers. I don't care for Donald Trump. He's funny. He makes me laugh. But I don't want my president to make me laugh in the way that I laugh at Donald Trump.
Yeah, right.
So, you hear that, world? I'm not for Donald Trump. I'm not going to vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The guy used broken English to he tried to imitate a Japanese businessman and used broken English, like embarrassing. It was the most embarrassing thing I think I've seen him do.
Is this recent? I haven't seen this.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I couldn't even believe he did it.
He's just going wild.
You should watch the interview with Sarah Palin. That's hilarious.
Okay, another question I like to ask here is, we're past 10, but now we're just doing a few extras.
Yeah, we got time. It's been quick.
This is still like early for me as a series. So
yeah, it's like a tattoo shop. We close at 9 or whenever.
Yeah, till the last one's done.
Yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
My favorite curse word? Shit, I don't know.
You don't have like a go-to?
Shit.
Shit?
I say shit all the time.
Yeah.
Shit!
Does that even count? It's kind of like a gentle curse word.
Yeah, it's a gentle curse word. Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
don't know.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying.
Shit. Shit's my curse word.
Okay, here's a nice question that I would like to hear your answer to. What's something that you think should be taught in schools that probably isn't right now?
Prescription drug abuse. Prescription drug abuse. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Kids get all hooked on OxyContin, and then when they start getting treated for heroin addicts, they're like, "Why are you treating me for heroin addict? I've been taking OxyContin." They're like, "Yeah, you're taking prescribed heroin."
Yeah.
I think they don't do enough of education for kids on prescription drugs, man.
Did you see, what was it? Something that the FDA just legalized for 11-year-olds? Was it Oxycontins or something? It's something that it was just in the news. It was something crazy like that.
Fact: more people die per year from prescription drug overdoses than cocaine and heroin combined.
Wow,
that's a fact.
But isn't
indisputable
a form of heroin? A lot of that stuff.
OxyContin.
Yeah.
When I did OxyContin, I was just doing it because I thought I was going to be able to get by until I scored, and I didn't need to score anymore. That was the best medical heroin I've ever done in my life.
It's like a clean way to do it.
It trumped dope. Like, it was incredible.
It's a wild world.
Yeah, it was just expensive.
Okay, I got 2 more questions, and then I'll open it up to the people watching if they want to ask. If you were given a book with the story of your life in it, would you read the ending?
No. No way. I don't want to know the ending. Plus, I wouldn't believe that there was an ending. I feel like I'd still have control over it.
Nice. Okay. I like to end my personal questions with this question. What makes you happy?
My wife and my kid, without a doubt. I say this. I said this to the guys at this shop. I've said it a few times, but I'm like, yeah, man. I had a lot of fun, when we were living in Miami. I was single. I was on drugs all the time. I could afford my drug habit. I could actually afford to do as much drugs as I want whenever I wanted. Yeah. I was drinking all the time. I was tattooing all day, all night. I was barely at home. I only went home to sleep. Yeah. And that was very rarely.
And then sometimes sleep at the tattoo shop before you did
remember that? Yeah, I would take a nap. So I had more fun, just unadulterated kind of young fun than I ever had in my life there. But now, I wake up, I make my coffee, and I make my kid and my wife breakfast if I can, if that's what they want. And I check the waves, or I build tattoo machines, and my first priority is to hang out with them. And that brings me so much joy, actual, substantial. So yeah, my friends and my family, but those are two in this, one and the same to me. So
I feel like that. That's when you got the right one, the right partner.
Yeah.
And then your kid, man, he's just the coolest. He's a little mini you.
It's pretty funny, right?
All right, you guys. That's all I have. If you guys have some questions, we'll have Tim answer them.
Yeah,
back here. I'll bring the screen around so Tim can see it.
Yeah, we can see. Here, we'll put it around. Okay. Yeah. If the world were a stage, what role would you play? Oh, I'd be the Joker for sure. Does he do appointments to the shop or still only walk-ins? Oh, I lost the third one. Sorry. I just do them through my website, so you just got to email me. What's your favorite resource book of tattooing? Oh gosh, everything that Ed Hardy or Hardy Marks ever produced. What is the neural? What? I didn't get that part. Have you ever worked at Goldrush, Costa Mesa? Yeah, I worked there for 5-6 years, on and off. What has been the biggest motivation throughout your life? That's a hard one to answer. I'm sorry. What's your favorite tattoo that you have? My wife tattooed "I love you" right there on me. That's my favorite one. What favorite cities to visit in the U.S.? New York, Miami, Honolulu. Favorite sex position, doggy style. Favorite place to skate? Right now, the Hurley Skate Park. Do you miss Costa Rica? Every day. Best memory with your family? The day that he was born and today, because that's all I can remember right now. How did you meet C.J. Wilson? Through Luke. Skateboarding and surfing for life. Well, it's not a question, but I agree. Favorite color? Cobalt blue.
Oh, nice.
It was my dad's favorite color.
Yeah, it's hard. They disappear, so.
How do you keep you keep your passion being creative? I love what I do, so I don't even try. It just stays. Yes, Steve. Do you have any pets? Yeah, I got a wiener dog. He's a lot of fun. Favorite rapper? Tupac, all-time favorite rapper. Favorite old school skate tricks? Heel flip and backside Smith grind. What's your favorite tattoo that you have done? Favorite surf spot in the world? Okay. That's all I got. Favorite tattoo that I have done? Portrait of Oliver on cat, but it's not there anymore. And then favorite surf spot I've ever surfed was Desert Point. I got Desert Point in Lombok, about 8 to 10 foot with a bunch of my Hawaiian friends, and got to watch them tear it up while I got pounded, but I did get a few barrels of my own.
Nice. That's great, right? It's pretty fun.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
All right, there's still some coming in, so we'll do as many as you want.
I'll do some more, yeah. Who's your favorite tattooer? Freddie Corbin.
Yeah.
Favorite? Oh, I didn't hear the decision about the back.
Ask it again.
Write it in again. Are you fully healed from your M6 surgery? I think I am. I'm in no pain, and I surf every day. I just got back from Hawaii. I surf twice a day, every day. Favorite album? Oh, man, that's a hard one. I can't think of it. Oh, thank you. Favorite place in Canada? I haven't been to Canada. I'm not sure I can get in. Tattoo by anyone. Who would it be? Peter Poulos, but he's dead. He died. Do you have any plans for coming to Brazil? Yes, I do. You're welcome.
So it kind of fizzles down, and it's rad when they keep going. It's hard to get them all done.
Boston area? Yeah, my brother lives in Worcester. Oh no, Jimmy lives in Jamaica Plain, so I'll be going out to Boston soon enough. Coming to Arizona? Maybe. If I do, I'll ask the guys at Immaculate if I can go work there. Is the apron with the Guadalupe still available? No, but we found the fabric. It's out of print. We actually found another little spool of it, and we might be able to make 10 more. But that stuff's really hard to get. Yeah, me too. I hope I get to Ireland soon. Coming back to Perth? Yes, eventually. Cool. Let me see. The Bionic Men of Tattooing. Yeah, we are. We have prosthetic discs. How crazy is that? What hair products do you use? I personally use Suavecito, their new premium blends. Art school or self-taught? Kind of both. My dad taught me pretty much everything I know about watercoloring. And that's kind of mainly what I do. Everything else I taught myself. Cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, there might be another flurry. You want to say goodbye?
Yeah,
Leave it at a high note?
I think that's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Steve.
What did your dad do? My dad was an art teacher at a junior college, and he was a watercolorist as well. Watercolorist and oil painter.
He was amazing. There's paintings up in the house, and they're unbelievable.
Yeah, I do have plans to come back to Miami. My Harley was a Dyna, coil machines all the way. I answered the C.J. Wilson one. I met him through him. Plans to visit Colombia. Maybe. Oh, yes, I do stand up. I prefer standing up to sitting down. Now that I've gotten used to it, it's way more comfortable. Because sitting down, you see how my back has to rotate? Standing up, your whole body does. No, but I will be putting out those videos on my dad's watercolor lessons. Cool. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
We're out of here.